She was initially intended to be a passenger liner, like the Titanic, but soon after the ship was launched, the First World War began, and she was pressed into duty by the British Navy as a hospital ship. Sometime later, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the
Aegean Sea.
Aegean Sea. Thank you. She managed to run around after the incident and consequently was not sunk. Run aground. My bad. What then happened to the Gigantic after her fateful encounter in the Aegean Sea? One theory ran that a man named Lord Gordian purchased her. Lord Gordian, it seemed, had been one of the few survivors of the Titanic tragedy, and that trauma had turned him into an obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. As his obsession deepened, he began to desire the Titanic itself. That, of course, was impossible. The Titanic lay at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
But was it actually impossible?
Da da da! What about dog? Because my canines assign me always. Yeah, dogs are usually follow people around. Cats usually do their own thing.
There's more to read.
I know. Ugh, sorry, I had a burp.
Gross.
The Gigantic, however, had not suffered such a dire fate. As she was identical to her sister ship, she caught Lord
Wow.
Gordian's eye. I know. Ugh. So you're saying this Lord Gordian bought this ship? I'm just gonna pronounce the name differently every time, I guess.
It's Gordain.
Yeah. At least I think I am. Can I do a Silver impression? That's impossible! No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old! No, that wasn't good. I am full of the gas tonight.
But he's always full of the gas.
Okay,
Hi, Rain Fairy!
Hello!
Hi! She's the, she? I think? Sorry. They are the person from Proton John's chat that is also a nerd fighter.
Nice. Welcome.
Sorry, I am excited about nerd fighters. Just excited, especially if they're into video games like I am. Anyway, pipe down. Just pay attention. What? That's it? Wait, what? What just happened? Okay, yeah. But that's 100. A nerd fighter, what? It's just
Vlogbrother fan.
Just nerd fighter. We fight to make the world suck a lot less. That's who we are. Well, have you got any proof that this is the Gigantic? The ginormous Gantic thingy? I don't know how to make it even worse. Whatever. Proton John Nerd Squad. Nerd Squad. You voice the guys. Hi.
Okay.
Hi Ben. Hi Ben.
Hello.
Hi, Ben.
Proof?
Proof that the ship is really the Gigantic.
Well, the ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So I just figured...
Oh, for goodness, don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well, I mean...
Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare.
Question, why does it matter?
Because they don't have any fucking clue as to where the fuck they are. And
Right, but it doesn't matter, because if they don't get out, they're dead.
I think it matters a little bit because of because if some people have information, that way they know how they got kidnapped and all of this stuff. And
I think I'd just focus on getting out, but I guess...
I don't know. It's a video game. It's to make the video game more interesting.
I get that. She's just really, like, too concerned about proof.
Too concerned about this actually being accurate and not just whatever the fuck he's making up.
Yeah, like they're standing there arguing over this, but meanwhile they have like, what, 5 hours left?
No, I think they actually have 7 hours and a half is what we left them in last time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not a lot of time has passed so far. Also, for those of you that haven't been watching this game, there are literally 9 people, actually 8 people because one of them just died at the beginning of the game. There are 9 numbered doors, and they have 9 hours to escape this boat that's also sinking! Yay! Anyway, he scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth.
I don't know.
Lotus sighed and shook her head. I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey. No, wait, this is Junpei. Hey. Wait a minute. Memory isn't back? Junpei was, he felt, legitimately shocked by what seemed to be new and very important information.
So Spook, Phoenix Wright plus Dangan, Ronpa. Brilliant. Basically.
Yeah. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. Everyone told each other, but Junpei didn't know shit. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as though he had said something very strange, because everyone knew. He decided to revise his attitude for the next question. Wait, was I the only one that didn't know? Everyone nodded. Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What? Then, almost as if to save Junpei from further embarrassment, a bell began to ring from far away. Sounded as though it was the clock at the main stairway. Junpei counted each chime carefully. 10, 11, 12. It's midnight. Then we've still got 6 hours left.
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, I guess that's not really right.
Huh. Wait! Don't tell me we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms.
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each person does 6 rooms, that'll be 48 rooms, right?
So there are 48 rooms left? Her earlier experiences had apparently not encouraged Lotus to trust Seven. Seven scratched his head awkwardly.
I don't know.
Lotus is such a whiny bitch! Ah! After a little more discussion, they split up and headed towards the room to begin searching them. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to aft. To aft?
In bold. Just so you know.
Yeah. They also determined when they would return to report their findings, the next time the clock sounded the time. When it did, they would meet back in the large central room full of beds. If, during their search, any one of them were to locate the missing components, they were to yell for the others. Lotus, like we established last time, is eye candy. Eye candy.
For example, every time her sprite moves, boob jiggle.
I mean, it's Chunsoft, so it's to be expected. Oh, I've dropped frames! I've dropped frames! It's not too bad. If this strategy failed, they returned to discuss their options later. The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they've been assigned. However, game? From far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. It did so only once. It was 1 a.m. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 of the others already there. Santa, Clover, June, Steven, and Lotus. They had gathered in front of the door number 8. Or perhaps, to be accurate, they gathered in front of the red next to door number 8. Had one of them found the missing piece? What happened, guys? It was June who answered him. Jumpy, look! She was pointing at the red. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it. Immediately, he knew what she meant. The display in the front of the red read, vacant. Junpei sighed. Come on, guys, who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it. Well... Okay, so it was only Patrick's end, okay. Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked as confused as June, but kept their mouths shut. What the hell? What is up with you guys? They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei was about to leave things that way. Wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke. Well, that's the thing. We don't know. You don't know? When I got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red. Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again, just to make sure. The slot that had been open on the bottom was now covered with the metal. Clearly, whatever had been missing had been returned. What about the other 2? They're the same. Junpei quickly examined the other 2 boxes. Satisfied that they were also repaired, but still confused, he returned to the others. Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right? Asenjin nodded silently. Seven raised his hands as if to say, not me. And Santa just shrugged, because he's an asshole.
What happened was, they got into the room, discovered that the reds were broken. Zero was like, fuck, I knew I forgot something. And then just waited for them to leave and snuck in and fixed it.
It makes sense. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing. Huh? Wait a minute. That was when he noticed. Where's Snake? Snake is missing, guys! Junpei swept his eyes across the room a second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen. Does that mean he found them?
I can't read things because the image is kind of blurry right now.
Oh, I've actually been dropping a lot of frames. So I think I'm just gonna stop this. I'm sorry, Ed. Thank you for reading so far.
Yeah, so no problem.
Thank you.
Sorry
Thank you.
that it got all poop.
Well, it's a lot. The thing is, a lot of people are at home, so I think that's what's happening. Yeah. Snurk. I have no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either. I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person. Well, whatever he did or didn't do, it's pretty damn late.